Today, I will demystify how we're grading the blastocyst or the day 5 embryo. Let's have a look. Hello, my name is Dr. Pasama from Fertile by Dr. Pat channel. So today we will talk about the blastocyst grading. Since actually there are a lot of grading before, for example, we use the grading called Gardner and Schoolcraft system since 1997. But just a couple of months ago, the X-ray and the Alpha Scientist Group, which is a big European guiding for the human reproduction and also the scientists globally, they just push out the new guideline to grade the blastocyst, and actually it's all the embryo, all stage, but we will focus on the blastocyst today. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's just get back to the basic first. So when we're doing the IVF, the day that we do the egg collection is called day 0. So on that day, we will do the fertilization with the sperm, egg seed, or IVF, etc. And the next day, we will check for the fertilization. And day 2, usually it will divide it into 4 cells and 8 cells on day 3. On day 4, usually the border of the cell will merge together. It's called the morula stage. And on the day 6, day 5 and day 6, it will become the blastocyst. So how does the blastocyst contain? Actually, there are 3 essential parts of it. The first one is the shell of it. It's called the zona pellucida. And the second part is the inner cell mass. Is where the cell will become the baby itself. And the last part is called the trophectoderm. It's also the cell that lining the blastocyst. And this part will become the placenta. All right. So the grading, the new grading system, actually the Istanbul, the first release was back in 2011, but it's not popular at all. Ezra do the survey for the global IVF lab, like group throughout the world, and there are only about 20% that adopt this criteria for evaluation of the blastocyst. Most of the labs still use the same old Gardner criteria that they are kind of familiar with. So it's just like, okay, I give up. And but anyway, it's we have to add something to make the Gardner system even better. So the grading system, the scoring system consists of three parts. The first part is the stage of the expansion. So it signifies with the number like from 1 to 6. This is the same as the Gardner system. So the one is early blastocyst. So the blastocyst or the fluid within it is less than 50% of the whole embryo itself. And grade 2 is blastocyst. So the fluid is over 50%, but it still not fills the whole embryo itself. And the grade 3 is full blastocyst. So the fluid is filled 100% of the blastocyst already. Usually after this part, the blastocyst will expand and shrink in cycle. Usually it's lasts for 1 to 2 hours. The aim of it is to just break the shell, the zona pellucida, to break, and it have to hatch out of that shell and implant later. So the grade 4 is expanded blastocyst. What does it mean by expanded? Look at the shell. Once is expanded, the shell or the zona pellucida become thin, and if it already break and it start going out of the shell, it's called hatching. So we designate to number 5. And the last one is the 6, or the hatched blastocyst. It means the whole embryo just getting out of the shell and ready to implant. Okay, so the second second digit or the letter is a grading for the ICM, or the inner cell mass, or the cell that will become the baby. And the original Gardner system is grading as A, B, and C. So the A is like the prominent big one, the big chunk of the cell. B is easily discernible, but it's not that many, but it's still easily to see. And C is very few cell. Like where is it? But the D is a new one that published in the Istanbul Consensus here. It means that there's no visible cell at all, or the cell look degenerated or dead. Okay, like I said, D for dead. And the last one is a trophectoderm. Trophectoderm that will become the placenta. So it's grade A is many cell, a lot of cell that is just dense and form very cohesive layer. And the B is moderate cell, so it's like it still just have a lot, yeah, but at some part that maybe just joined together. And C it's just a few cell. And D is also the sparse, like barely see the trophectoderm cell, or it look degenerate. Okay, so uh, make it easy to you to understand. It's like A is good and D is dead. Okay. Okay, so I have some example of how we are grading the blastocyst. So let's grade together, shall we? Okay, first one. This one you look here. This part is the zona pellucida, or the shell, and there's some part that is extruding out of the shell. So, but it's not completely. There's still some part that is still in there. So this one is a hatching blastocyst, or grade 5. And next we look at the inner cell mass here. It's big. It's very easy to see, right? So I think it's A. And the trophectoderm cell, so it's here. Even though it look there are a lot, but anyway, the it's not like a very dense attached, so it's B here. Okay, you get it, right? Okay, so next one. This one is still, you see the fluid. It's just only around here, which is less than 50% of the volume of the blastocyst. So it's one. It's early blastocyst, and the inner cell mass is around here. Okay, it's quite prominent. I give it B or maybe C because it not look that much. Let's say C. Yeah, and the trophectoderm here compared to the last one, you see it's just one cell. It's one cell. This one cell, and there was some space in between. So this one is C. Yeah. Okay. Easy, isn't it? Okay. So this one, what is it? So this is the shell of the blastocyst, or the zona pellucida, but all the embryo was hatched out already, like completely. So this one is we were listing it as a 6. Yeah. And inner cell mass here, you see, is big, quite big, and very prominent. I gave it an A. Yeah. And the trophectoderm, you see, there are a lot of cells, so many cells that it just overlap each other, like for this part. So it's also A. Yeah. All right. Okay, this one, you see the blastocyst is here, is over 50%, right? But it's still not full to fill the whole embryo. So I give it 2. And the inner cell mass is here. It's easily C, but it's maybe not that ample. So I give it B. And trophectoderm, you see, is there's some like space here. The cell is look weird here. So I give it a C. Yeah. And this one, okay. This one you see the zona pellucida, the shell of it is thin. If it's thin, there may be 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, something like that. So let's look around. There's no part of it that is extruding out of the shell. So it's expanded blastocyst. So it's number 4. And inner cell mass is here. It's big. It's good. I give it an A. Yeah. And the trophectoderm, it have a lot, but anyway, there's some gap around here, so I give it a B. Yeah. Okay, and this is the last one. Okay, so you look at the shell; it's thin, but this part, you see, there's some cells of the blastocyst leaking it out here, so it's hatching blastocyst, or number 5. Yeah, and the inner cell mass, it's quite difficult to see, but I am not sure, but I think it's here. So it's C, and the trophectoderm also C. Oh, B. Okay, C or B. Maybe C on more on the B side. This one it have like quite a lot number. Not sparse. Yeah. Okay. B. Kind of. Okay. So how does it? Fun? Does it fun? You can comment, or you can try to grade if you have yourself the picture of your blastocyst or whatever. You can just try grading yourself and tell me how does it go. Okay, and thank you for watching. If you like my channel, please just like, subscribe, share, whatever, to everybody who would like to know about the infertility. And we will see next episode and how what I will bring or update for the next time. Okay, today's bye bye.